All right, so you want to start streaming in 2022, huh? Maybe do a little content creation, maybe try to make it big and fancy, get a couple check marks? Well, good. It's real fun, and I encourage anyone who wants to give it a shot to do so. But starting something can be scary and difficult. Those are two of the worst things in my opinion. And it's a good thing that I'm here to help. And I've got a few things that I think you should keep in mind as you pack up for this journey. I've been streaming on Twitch for about 3 years now, and when I first started, I had nobody watching and I had no clue how to get anyone watching. But after a long process of trial and error, I actually grew a nice sized community. And I even attained a Twitch partner just earlier this year thanks to the hard work of my community. But ever since I snagged that pretty little check mark on Twitch, people have been asking me how I did it. They're looking to me for advice or tips or however you want to say it when you're trying to do the YouTube content creation stream stuff. Look, and I know you want Twitch to send you some pretty cool stuff for Christmas, huh? It's always a good feeling. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Well, actually, don't look at that. Don't look at that. If you want to look at that, you can go to Instagram, you dingus. So here we go. This will be my first round of tips to grow your audience as a streamer. And if you've enjoyed my rambling so far, make sure to like and subscribe, because this year's about to get funky. And as we start this list of tips, we have number 1, have at least good quality audio and or video. So this kind of advice always sounds weird when I say it out loud for some reason, but it should come as a first priority to make sure that whatever you're doing with content creation, you need to have at least decent quality audio or video. It doesn't matter what your goal is, whether it's gameplay, streaming, podcasting, anything in general. You want it to at least sound and look nice. Nobody wants to watch a game they can't see, and nobody's gonna stick around if it sounds like you're streaming from inside of a toaster. Now, I am gonna reference a few products in this video, but before I reference any of them, I just wanted to say, I'm not sponsored by anybody. And I'm saying that so that you guys know I'm not just being like paid by someone to say that, you know? Not to say I wouldn't want to be sponsored by these products. But anyway, what I'm saying though is like if you want to be a gameplay streamer and somebody stops by your stream and can barely see what you're doing, it's highly unlikely that they're going to stick around unless you just kill them with your shining personality. So if you have the means, I'd pick up like a capture card for whatever console that you're using. I use the Elgato HD60S Plus connected to my Series X for that smoothness. And for my camera, I actually use a Sony a5100 connected with an Elgato Cam Link. I actually started on a $20 webcam that I got from Walmart. I think it was like the Logitech C900. It wasn't even the C920 or anything like that. It's 20 bucks. So before you say like, well, damn Fox, I don't know if I can afford that. No, look, don't worry. I totally get that. Times are tough. The world kind of sucks right now. Hence why I actually picked up most, if not almost every part of my setup at local pawn shops or game stores, stuff like that. So do your research and see what actually fits you best, but just try and make sure that you do your research and try to have decent quality audio and video for your viewers to enjoy. And here we go with number 2, start small, grow big. For me, whenever I started, I kind of had this mindset of like, well, there's a whole lot of people playing and watching Call of Duty and Apex and all these other AAA titles. And I honestly figured that since there was just so many people, there was much higher of a chance for those eyes to fall on me. And unfortunately, that is really not the case. I've actually found that smaller games with smaller communities are actually the way to get the best organic growth. It's in these communities that you'll actually be able to grow with people that actually enjoy your content. Like, let me put it like this. It doesn't matter if it's Twitch or YouTube or whatever, you are diving into an ocean of streamer as just a little tiny fish. And you kind of need to think to yourself, what is gonna make you, as that tiny little fish, gonna stand out against all of these other huge streamers and huge communities already streaming Call of Duty and Apex? And they've already been doing this for a while and have already concreted their foundation. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make awesome content playing these games and you can't grow a community playing these games, but I will say it is very difficult to stand out against thousands of other streamers. So just try and start small. I actually did it with a game called Vigor. And when I started playing this game, there were less than 20 people viewing it and even less people streaming it. And after creating more content with it and growing with that game, I am actually really lucky to have upwards of 100 plus people in each stream. I've seen the exact same thing happen with games like Smite or Super Animal Royale or Hunter's Arena Legends. I could go on and on about the games, but my point is, if you find a smaller community to try and grow with at first, you're gonna find much more meaningful engagement. All in all, if you're a small fish, maybe you just go try and find a small pond to make friends in first. And now we have stream tip number 3. Have a consistent schedule. Now, this one's kind of funny coming from me just because I am still trying to get my true schedule down. But it is very important to stay consistent in whatever you're doing. Content creation can be soul crushing and rewarding, but you gotta let people know that you're gonna stick around. And that means staying on the grind, streaming, uploading, editing, networking, you gotta keep it up, but do it at your own pace. I'm not saying that you gotta grind, because that's how you burn out, but try and set a schedule for yourself and stick to it. And if you do happen to stray away from your schedule a little bit, that's totally fine. A heads up to your viewers goes a long way and they'll always welcome you back. Okay, stream tip number 4. Pay attention to your viewers. Now, this is a big one. Streamers all stream for different reasons, but I can't stand it when I go into a chat and I try and like type out a comment or try and be a part of the community or something like that, and my message just goes completely unnoticed. This is also a very weird thing for me, especially because like for, you know, bigger streamers, it is impossible for you to keep up with chat. It is just impossible. Even I have troubles with it. But if you're a small streamer and you're trying to grow your channel and get to know people, but you only look at your chat box like every 15 or 20 minutes, it's gonna be really hard for people to get to know you or for you to get to know them. So again, this is all a preference thing, right? But I actually have no delay set to my stream, to my chat, to anything. I have 0 delay. And that's so that I can talk to everybody as real time as possible. I also habitually check the chat, and that's just to make sure that I don't miss anybody or make anybody feel neglected, because I find that interaction is going to be your main source of real growth. Whoever might be watching most likely wants to know who the person is behind the gameplay or whatever entertainment that they're watching. So watch your damn chat. Reply to the YouTube comments. Let your community know that you're there and that you value their input. And this one's my favorite. Stream tip number 5. Don't be a dingus. And I mean, that's a pretty easy way to put it, right? Like, look, you're gonna find a whole lot of awesome people on your journey as a content creator, but you're also gonna find a whole lot of dinguses. It's very important that you do not add to the number of dinguses already present in the world. There's already way too much negativity in this type of work. I have already dealt with a number of hooligans, ruffians, riffraff, and just overall ne'er-do-wells, but really you just gotta take it in stride. You just gotta not let it get to you. For me, I just kind of give it 2 options. You either kill it with kindness or you just leave it completely unnoticed. People don't really know what to do with a person who just doesn't care for it. You gotta stand strong and you just gotta keep it going. It's really important that you always try to set a good example for whoever may be watching at any given time. I've been stream sniped for like 3 years now, and I've never once sent hate towards a specific person or anything like that because I just don't have time for it. Like, friendly banter is always appreciated, but it's really easy to tell when somebody is just being a jerk to be a jerk. Do not keep those people around, and do not let them get to you. But yeah, boom. There's my first 5 tips for starting a stream for anybody who wants to try and start a stream for 2022. So this is my first time attempting one of these videos, and if you feel like I did good enough, maybe you want some more, like and subscribe. And if you have any advice like you want to drop down below, feel free. I'm also thinking about doing like a setup tour for you guys, since we actually just broke 5,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you for that. Love you guys. Let's make it to 10. Come on. But yeah, come hang out with me, Twitch TV/HalfMetalFox, and I can try to answer any questions you guys have. Description has all you need, baby. Till next time, stay buttery. Foxy out.